Hey everyone, my name is Laura and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the BAREPRO Concealer by bareMinerals. This is a relatively new product. It got launched, I believe, last month. If I remember correctly, I should remember. I work at a boutique. So in this video, not only am I going to be reviewing the BAREPRO Concealer, I'm also going to be comparing it to my favorite bareMinerals concealer. This is the Bare Skin. This is honestly one of the best concealers that I've ever tried, and I rarely hear people talking about it. So I'm gonna be comparing these two, so that way maybe it can steer you towards the right direction. Maybe you'll like the way this one looks. I don't know, but I'm gonna share my opinions with you. So let's talk about what the BAREPRO Concealer is all about. As part of the bareMinerals family, I do get a lot of education on every single product. We go over ingredients, wear time, the shade ranges, undertones, all of that stuff. Fortunately, that's stuff that I can't disclose with you guys because it's private, it's confidential, only for employees, but I'm just gonna read off what I have here on the bareminerals.com. The BAREPRO Concealer is a 16-hour full coverage concealer. bareMinerals claims that it is crease-proof, waterproof, something that kind of confuses me because on our education guides, it said that this was a water resistant formula, water and sweat resistant formula, not waterproof. So I'm slightly confused to why this is now considered a waterproof product, but let's continue. It says it has a natural looking soft matte finish and it's an ultra creamy formula, ideal for the under eye area. It glides on with no drag and it never creases. The waterproof, humidity resistant formula is ideal for covering blemishes. It will actually improve your skin over time. It says the BAREPRO Concealer can also be used as easy contour makeup or correcting concealer to address dull or sallow skin. It has mineral lock technology that will actually allow the product to glide on better. It's available in 15 shades to precisely match the BAREPRO liquid and powder foundations. So that's all it says in their little description. This is the only concealer formula I believe that we have that is not oil-free. So if you're looking for an oil-free formula, this is not it. This actually has sunflower seed oil. So this is not oil-free. Heads up for those of you who are looking for an oil-free formula. And the list of ingredients is a little bit on the longer side. I mean, the ingredients pretty much in all bareMinerals products are on the cleaner side. It is a cruelty-free product. bareMinerals has been cruelty-free for years now. And it does have a form of silicone, trimethicone. So that's another ingredient that some of you may or may not be sensitive towards or just want to avoid altogether. As far as how much product you're getting, you're honestly not getting that much. I've only been using this, probably used it maybe like 5 or 6 times total. This is all I have left, and this is me after I twisted it all the way up. So you're really not getting much product. The exact amount of product that you're getting in this is 2.5 grams or 0.09 ounces, which is not very much, especially for the price. This retails for $24. So it's quite a I feel like it's quite a hefty price tag for the amount that you're getting. This, on the other hand, retails for $21 and you're receiving 0.20 ounces. So you're getting much more in this. You're pretty much getting more than double what you're getting in this, and the price tag is $3 less. Now that I have you zoomed in, I'm going to begin concealing half of my face with the BAREPRO Concealer and half with my Bare Skin Concealer. I'm not going to be using any brushes whatsoever. I'm just going to be blending out with my fingers, so each of them are getting applied the same exact way. And I'm going to be using them to cover just like post-acne marks, discoloration, underneath the eyes. So I'm going to do the same amount of covering on both sides. Just for reference, this is going to be the BAREPRO side and this is going to be the Bare Skin side. I'm going to start off with the BAREPRO Concealer. I'm going to apply this on the inner corner of my eye, as well as in the outer corner. This is where I normally get a little bit of redness. I'm also going to apply it around my lip This is where I have a little bit of discoloration, and I'm gonna start covering my blemishes. And this side does have my little piercings. I'm gonna glide that on the little piercing bump. So this is the BAREPRO side. I'm gonna start blending it out with my finger. So as you can see, it is quite creamy. They're really not lying about that claim, but I do find that it just looks extremely matte. So now that I'm done blending out the BAREPRO concealer side, I'm going to move over to the Bare Skin concealer, and I'm going to start correcting just in the same way that I did the BAREPRO. I'm gonna add a little bit of lip color. I feel like I look completely crazy with one concealer on one side and one on the other. I still feel like I look completely crazy with these two concealers, but I will bring you even closer so you can see exactly why I'm not the biggest fan of the BAREPRO concealer. Let's start discussing the under eye situation. So this one right here is the Bare Skin concealer. So you can see there's a little bit of creasing. Nothing too dramatic. Overall, it looks very natural, just brightened up, evened out a little bit. This is the BAREPRO concealer. For a crease-proof formula, that's the first thing it does. It is crease. So that right there was one of the biggest, drawbacks for me, because it does have that crease proof claim and it doesn't live up to it. It just starts creasing almost immediately. And overall, this area, I find that it always looks so much more dry and dull looking compared to any other concealer that I have. It doesn't matter whether I'm using the Bare Skin concealer, the Glossier Stretch concealer, the NARS Soft Matte Cream concealer. All of them make the under eye area look a lot smoother, just illuminated, nothing too, cakey or dry looking. None of them do that, except for this concealer. I can always just see the texture more, the lines get emphasized more. And as a reference, for those of you who have not been on my channel, I'm 28. My under eye fine lines aren't as deep as, let's say, someone in their 30s or 40s, but this just emphasizes everything more. The little bumps, this fine line looks a lot more severe just because of the creasing. So that's one of the things I don't like about this concealer. Now let's talk about the coverage. It claims to be a full coverage concealer. When I think of a full coverage concealer, the first concealer that comes to mind is the Kat Von D Lock-It Cream Concealer, which I absolutely love. So this one, for being a full coverage, does not really cover as well. You can see the redness on my piercing bump. You can still see this little active blemish that I have right here, some of the spots that I tried to cover. You can still see. I also don't like the way this lays. Look at that. Look at how it just lays on the skin. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I also do not like the color. I feel like this side just looks very kind of chalky and pasty looking. The shade range is something that I also do not like. This is definitely my shade. I tried shade number 1, which is Fair Cool. Definitely not my shade. It is way too pink for me. Shade number 3 is Fair/Light Neutral, I believe. it's far too peachy pink for me. So this is the only fair to light yellow tone concealer. It is fair to light warm number 2. So this is my only option. If I were to go any deeper than that, I would be in medium warm, which I believe is number 7 or 8 shade. It is far too dark and too yellow for me. So I kind of wish, although they did a good job with the shade range, I wish they would have done a better job kind of filling in the gaps. And this one, since it is such a thick formula, it doesn't kind of adapt to your normal like skin tone. Like this side, the bare skin, you can still see some of your natural skin peeking through. So I feel like although the shade range is horrible, there's only 5 shades available in the bare skin, it kind of just adapts to a wider range of skin tones, while this one is very specific. This side just looks very natural, very skin-like. It almost doesn't seem like I have any makeup on. It just blends seamlessly to my exact skin tone, which is incredible. This side, you can totally tell that I'm wearing something. It just looks very flat, very dry. The under eye area looks to me not very flattering compared to the bare skin. Now for my closing thoughts on the BAREPRO concealer. To be completely honest, I was very disappointed with this particular release. I thought the brand was going to go more like the Tarte Shape Tape Brow, or almost like a matte version of the bare skin concealer. I really thought they were going to do something creamy, something, you know, obviously matte, just because all the BAREPRO products have been matte, but not as thick feeling as the BAREPRO concealer. And I've tried this concealer, like I said, I work at a boutique, so I've tried it on a variety of different like ages, so very young girls to like elderly women. I've tried it for melasma, sunspots, acne, trying to think, very dark under eye circles, almost like purpley under eye circles. It does better for pigmentation issues and blemishes like that. It has no problem. It does last pretty much all day. I haven't worn it for 16 hours, but I know I've worn it for 10 hours and it does last all day on blemishes. It does apply really well with the BAREPRO liquid foundation, BAREPRO powder foundation. I'm not the biggest fan of either, but it is a good concealer if you want to cover up blemishes or any type of discoloration or pigmentation on your face. Underneath the eyes, it's horrible. I do not like the way this looks underneath the eyes. I've tried applying it with, you know, my Real Techniques brush. I've also tried applying it with my favorite bareMinerals concealer brush. This is actually an eyeshadow brush. It's the Shade and Diffuse Eye brush. Tried it with, you know, a damp beauty sponge. I've tried it with my fingers like I did in this video, and it doesn't matter what I use to apply this, it always does the same thing. It always just looks kind of dry, kind of cakey, kind of crepey. My coworkers have tried it in the under eye area and none of them have liked it either. I've tried it on elderly women and it just looked I felt so bad. I had to remove it and then apply a different concealer because it just looks so crepey, so dry. It emphasized every wrinkle and any like bumps or textures that they might have. So that's one of the reasons why I don't particularly like this concealer. If you forgot, this is $24 and you're only receiving, you know, 0.09 ounces, which is really not that much. If you're in the market for a full coverage concealer, honestly, I would just steer you over to the Kat Von D Lock It Cream Concealer. I think you're getting more than double with the Kat Von D one. The Tarte Shape Tape, although I've never tried it myself, I know it's quite a popular formula, and with that one you're certainly getting almost like triple the amount that you're getting here, and the price range is very similar, so I think it's worth it just to spend $2, $3, $4 more to get more product. But if you're wanting to stay within the bareMinerals family, I would just go the bare skin route. It has a lot less shades than the BAREPRO concealer does, but this just looks so much natural. It covers really well, does a good job with blemishes, it won't break you out, does a beautiful job underneath the eyes. So that's it for this video. I'm personally not a fan of the BAREPRO concealer and I wouldn't recommend it. I really don't. I don't think it's worth the price tag. I don't think the formula is all that revolutionary. You can get something very similar like this in the drugstore. If you want to stay high-end, there's better options for just a few bucks more. So that's all I'll say in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you've experimented with this concealer, if you wanted to try it out, what your favorite concealers are. I'm a concealer junkie, so I've tried so many different formulas. You guys know that. I've had to even ban myself from buying more concealer because I'm that obsessed with concealers in general. But I'm always looking forward to new recommendations just because I am a concealer junkie. So let me know your top picks in the comments below. Subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!